read it and believe it, because it's true. It's true. I'm moving to New York and I'm going to fashion school. I am moving to New York and I'm going to fashion school. I'm moving to New York and I'm going to fashion school. Okay, let's discuss. I made a video very similar to this one a little over 3 years ago. I was sitting on my apartment floor in Salt Lake and I told you guys that I was moving to LA. Speaking of LA, before I say anything else about myself, I want to say I love living in LA. Seeing LA come together so many times throughout my 3 years of being here during tragic or unfortunate circumstances, whether it was the wildfires that were going on earlier this year, seeing everybody scramble together all of these donations and all of these things to provide to the fire departments and the people that had literally lost everything they have ever owned, or the amount of people protesting and fighting for the immigrants that are inhumanely being ripped away from their families, people that have been living here for years, people that have children here, people that have jobs here. Nobody is illegal on stolen land, okay? We are all immigrants, and coming from somebody who grew up in a place that couldn't have been less diverse, everybody was the same. Everybody was straight, white, Mormon, cisgender. There's nothing more beautiful than living in a diverse place with so many different types of backgrounds. Long story short, I'm so grateful for my time that I spent in LA, and I'm very grateful for all of the people who made and make LA what it is. Now back to me. Honestly, I've been having a really hard time gathering all of my thoughts about this, because this is just something that I never ever thought would ever be possible in my life. After I graduated high school, which I graduated, most of you know this, I graduated a year early as a junior in 2019. Dodge that COVID graduation bullet. I didn't think much about college in high school because, one, nobody in my family had gone to college. My mom went to beauty school. My dad went to electrician school. Technically, they did have some education after school, but not anything like a typical normal college experience. Two, I graduated early, so I missed a lot of like the senior college talk. Three, I didn't think I could go to college because who would pay for that? We'll circle back to that. My last 3 years in LA have been they've definitely been very transformative. I would say my first year in LA, it was just a struggle bus. I was just very unhappy within myself. I was not on the right medication. I was not doing therapy on a consistent basis. I just was struggling. Lots of anxiety and depression. And year 2 and 3, what did I do last year? Oh, I was brunette last year. That's why it was horrible. Honestly, kind of the same thing. And I feel like my anxiety has been so strong the last 3 years because I have felt a very deep unfulfillment. I always have known that I've wanted to do more than just content creation or making YouTube videos. After I graduated, I actually did do a few days of community college at the Salt Lake Community College, because the Salt Lake Community College is the only, I believe, the only college in Utah that does a fashion design program. So I wanted to do that, and then COVID hit, and then I was like, I'd rather die. I dropped out, but I never even really dropped in. I feel like I've kind of spent my last 3 years in LA basically trying to figure out how to put myself through fashion school without actually going to fashion school. I have made several videos about trying to sew things. I taught myself how to crochet. I've taken a few sewing classes at the Santa Monica Community College. If I had a dime for the amount of like masterclass or Skillshare videos, I even hired this lady to come to my house to teach me how to sew, and I think she only came like twice. What else? I feel like my childhood dream was to be a YouTuber, and I have fulfilled that, and I've been doing that for so long now. But my like adult / late teenage dream is to work in fashion and to be a fashion designer. This is just my dream. This is just my dream. The amount of times that I've gone on my school website over the last 3 years and looked at the application and just thought like, if only I could do this. Money was definitely a big part of it. Let's be for real. This is a huge investment and risk for me. I don't really think it's a risk because I know that it's gonna pay off. I know there's a lot of discourse online about how much money influencers make, and nobody really knows, and I think it's because most influencers know that they are definitely being. And I have been doing this for a very long time. I've been making money on YouTube and online since I was probably like 13. Am I absolutely loaded, can buy anything that I want and never have to think about money ever again? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not, okay? I totally understand why people think that influencers just have so much money, and a lot of them do, okay? A lot of them do. I don't know how, but a lot of them do. When you see people going on all of these luxury trips and staying in these luxury hotels and wearing all of this designer clothes, 2+2, it makes sense that you see all of these luxury things and correlate that with wealth. But the truth is, the internet is fake, and a lot of these designer clothes are loaned or borrowed, and a lot of these hotels and luxury trips, everything is paid for from the brand, and the influencer is not even getting paid at all. Obviously the payment is the trip, and that's, you know, a free trip is a free trip, but that's not gonna pay your bills. You know, I had enough money to buy my first car. I had enough money to get my first apartment in Salt Lake. I had enough money to move to LA and live here for 3 years. I had enough money to buy a new car, and I have enough money to go to college. And so from this moment forward, just know, if you watch me or you support me in any way, this is all going towards my college fund. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for funding what I already have of my college fund, because this would not be even remotely possible without you. My parents paying for college, never ever in the question. I mean, honestly, that was reason one why I was like, why the hell would I go to college? Because who would pay for that? And who's paying for that? Me and you. With the unfulfillment that I felt the last few years, I've also felt just a lot of shame, because I feel like I'm just like sitting around wasting my time. I think I was really embarrassed to document and film a lot of my life in LA, because I didn't feel like I was really making any progress. I definitely have made a lot of progress the last 3 years, but it's in very personal ways and my personal self-growth journey and self-love journey, whatever. But when it comes to actually like doing things, it's not that I wasn't doing much, but it's just like I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, therefore I just didn't feel like what I was doing was worth sharing, because I wasn't happy with the minimal amount that I feel like I was doing. I want to talk about privilege for a second, and particularly influencer privilege. I know that my life is not typical, and I know that my life is not relatable, and I know that that's what a lot of people look for within their content creators, and I totally get it, because that's why I watch YouTube too, because I like to connect with people. When I was younger, I did not think that my life would be like this. In my mind, I have broken a generational curse. My grandma got married at 18, or maybe 16 or 17. My mom got married at 19. My sister got married at 19. I am 23, and I am living on my own in Los Angeles with no kids, no spouse, no ex. I think about every single day how I am literally the luckiest girl in the world. And I know moving to New York and going to fashion school is not necessarily a relatable thing. I hope you guys will be here for me and support me, because I am so genuinely ecstatic to document this and share it with you. And I'm in such a weird time now, and I can't wait to look back on this video in another 3 years, because right now I'm just kind of sitting in this like limbo-ish position where I'm just waiting to move. I am moving very soon. I am moving next month, okay? I am moving next month. I have weeks. I'm counting down the days. I have weeks, a few weeks left here in LA before I move across the country, far away from everything that I've known, far away from Utah, and I'm literally starting a new life. I'm just having like a simple little casual life-altering summer. I just never want it to seem like I take anything for granted, because in my mind, I really don't. I just never thought I would be here. I never thought that I would be here ever, ever, ever. This is the most exciting thing for me in my life. Like, I just go to bed every night just like daydreaming about what my life is gonna be like. And I'm already like scheduled for all of my classes and everything, so I already know where I'm gonna be every day. And just all of the different things that I'm gonna do, all the different things that I'm gonna fucking learn. Like, this just all feels so right to me. And I know that if you know me and have been watching me, that this just makes perfect sense. It just makes perfect sense. There's gonna be so much coming. Get ready to be sick of me, because you're gonna be seeing my face a lot. Let me just say, apartment hunting in New York, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Thank you so much for watching me and supporting me. Obviously, none of anything, me being in LA, me moving to New York, me going to school, none of this would be possible without the people supporting me. I didn't even say what fucking school I'm going to. Parsons, watch out for me because I'm coming. Like, oh my God. Apartment tour video coming very soon. I'm gonna spend the next 4 weeks packing all this shit up, and you'll be along for that too. I've got to pay this tuition somehow, so it's kind of like whether I want to or not, we'll be documenting. No, I'm just kidding. I do want to. I really do want to. I'm sure there's a lot more I wanted to say in this video, but you know where to find me, and links are below. So I love you guys, and I will see you in New York. Kisses.